अस्सलामुअलैकुम, खुश आमदीद आप सबको पाकिस्तान विमेंस नेशनल टीम की प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस। द विमेंस नेशनल टीम हमारी जो है वो फीफा सीरीज खेलने जा रही है इन कोट डिवोर, which is a historic moment for Pakistan football because this is the first time कि कोई टीम फीफा के इवेंट पे जा रही है। मेरे साथ हैं मिशगान औरत से the director of women's football at PFF, Adil Rizki, the head coach of the national team, Maria Jamila Khan, the captain of the national team, and Amal Khan, the team manager. हम opening statement से शुरू करेंगे. I'd like Mishkan to start and then Adil, Maria, and then फिर हम floor open करेंगे for questions. Try the questions जो है ना वो जो आप पूछें वो statements के सिमिलर ना हो, जो स्टेटमेंट देते हैं तो फिर वो आप लोग क्वेश्चन जो फॉलो अप करें वो थोड़े डिफरेंट चीज़ों का।
Thank you, Umid, for the introduction, and I apologize for my sore throat. मेरा नाम मिशगान औरत है and I serve as the head of women's football at Pakistan Football Federation. थोड़ा सा women's department के बारे में introduction देना चाहूँगी. It is an all-women's unit which is dedicated to the growth of women's football in Pakistan. और हमारी जो डिपार्टमेंट का एम है वो ये है कि हम लोगों ने एक सस्टेनेबल और इंक्लूसिव इकोसिस्टम डेवलप करना है जिसमें टैलेंट नर्चर हो सके फ्रॉम द ग्रास रूट्स टू द लीग लेवल्स। और उसके अलावा वी ऑल्सो वांट टू क्रिएट पाथवेज फॉर कोचेज, फॉर रेफरीज, वुमेन एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर्स एंड मैनेजर्स कि उनके लिए भी अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ बनाएं। Again, like I said, it's an ecosystem approach that we are going to be following. फीफा सीरीज़ के हवाले से भी कुछ कहना चाहती हूँ। सबसे पहले तो आई वुड लाइक टू थैंक प्रेसिडेंट मोहसिन गिलानी जिनकी एफर्ट्स की वजह से पाकिस्तान फीफा सीरीज़ में पार्टिसिपेट कर रहा है। उसके बाद मैं अपनी PFF की तमाम टीम को थैंक यू करना चाहूँगी बिकॉज उनकी एफर्ट्स, उनकी कोलैबोरेशन के बगैर वी वोंट हैव बीन एबल टू डू दिस। फीफा सीरीज़ हमारे लिए क्यों एक इम्पॉर्टेंट और हिस्टोरिक इवेंट है? फीफा सीरीज़ इसलिए बहुत ज़रूरी है क्योंकि यूजली हम लोग अपने कन्फेडरेशन बाउंड्रीज़ के अंदर ही खेलते हैं। हमारे जो अभी तक टीम के एक्सपोजर हुआ है वो साउथ एशियन टीम्स एंड फ्यू टीम्स आउट ऑफ एशिया हुआ है। ये एक यूनिक अपॉर्चुनिटी है कि आउटसाइड आवर कन्फेडरेशन हम लोग टर्क्स एंड केकर्स, मॉरिटानिया एंड आइवरी कोस्ट के साथ खेलेंगे। उसमें से 2 टीम्स कैफ के अंदर आती हैं और एक जो टीम है वो कॉन्कैकाफ के अंदर आती है। अच्छा, दिस इज़ इम्पोर्टेंट बिकॉज इस तरह के इंटरेक्शन और इस तरह के एक्सपोजर से टीम की टेक्निकल ग्रोथ होती है बिकॉज यू गेट एक्सपोज टू डिफरेंट स्टाइल्स ऑफ प्लेइंग, डिफरेंट टैक्टिकल आइडेंटिटीज़। और इसका जो एक और इम्पोर्टेंट एलिमेंट है वो ये है कि हमारा कल्चरल एक्सचेंज होता है बाकी टीम्स के साथ और हमारा ग्लोबल कनेक्शंस फॉस्टर होते हैं, डेवलप होते हैं, जो कि एक टीम के लिए की ग्रोथ के लिए बहुत ही क्रूशियल होता है। इसके अलावा we're very excited, we're very positive and hopeful. The management is very confident और कि इंशाल्लाह हमारा रिजल्ट अच्छा होगा। With this, I would like to hand over to Adil Rizki.
Assalamualaikum. Thank you so much for coming out. First, I'd like to start by thanking PFF for arranging everything that they have. I think it's been fantastic so far. The camp has been great. The players have been working really hard. The preparations have been quite strong, and inshallah we look forward to making Pakistan proud. We will play with a lot of determination, with a lot of hunger, and I believe this is one of the strongest squads that we've had so far, and we expect to go there and compete at the highest level, and make Pakistan proud. That's it.
Assalamualaikum. So just echoing what Coach has already said, I think for us as players and us as a group, we're really excited to be able to go to Ivory Coast, and we're looking forward to the opportunity to representing Pakistan. This is a group of women that love representing the country. So again, when we get there, we're of course going to give all that we can to inshallah make Pakistan proud.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Amal Khan, Acting Manager. We're really excited and we're leaving and we're there for almost 15 days. And we have 3 matches, and inshallah, we'll go into it. We're prepared. We've done our best. जो जितनी भी हम कर सके हैं. And inshallah, yeah, let's see what we do.
We are opening the floor for questions, so please अपने हाथ रेज कर लें और माइक आपके पास आ जाएगा. I मतलब यहाँ से right
दिल भाई, सबसे पहले टीम की तैयारियों के बारे से बताइए कि इस इवेंट से स्पेशली पाकिस्तान को क्या कुछ हासिल होगा, पाकिस्तान वहाँ पर क्या अचीव करने के माइंडसेट से जा रहा है. और सेकंड में कैप्टन से कि जाहिर सी बात है यहाँ पर डायस्पोरा प्लेयर्स होते हैं, लोकल प्लेयर्स होते हैं, उनके अंदर टीम जब तक आपको पता है कि 2-3 महीने अगर एक साथ रहते हैं, कैंप लगते हैं, तो फिर जब टीम डेवलप हमें नज़र आती है. आप लोगों के पास बड़ा एक शॉर्ट सा टाइम है और इवन प्लेयर्स भी कंप्लीट नहीं है, तो उससे आप समझते हैं कि आपकी तैयारियाँ जो है वो अफेक्ट होंगी, कोई डिफिकल्टीज उसमें होती हैं कि आप समझते हैं कि नहीं, यू आर फुली प्रिपेयर्ड टू गो आउट देयर एंड फाइट वेल.
जी, सबसे पहले तो हमारा अचीव करना है, हमने वो सिंपल जाके वहाँ पे हम वी हैव टू ट्राई टू गिव आवर बेस्ट. Like I said, हमारी just squad is one of the strongest squads that we've had in the last 4 years since the inception of the women's team in 2022. Our ambition is always going to be to go and win. It's not going to be to just compete. We try to go and fight for every minute on the field. And again, we have to make Pakistan proud. And I think the preparations have been pretty strong in terms of having the right players in the right positions, and the chemistry between the players is also very strong. And we're really looking forward to going there and trying to give it our best.
Yeah, so again, for us as a group, we don't see local diaspora. We see Pakistani players, right, ready to represent their country. So for us, I think the best sign is the fact that, we have players that are going to be joining us a little later, and that's because they're coming from professional football clubs. So the fact that we have players that are now playing in fully professional leagues and coming to represent the country during FIFA windows, again, that's one of the best signs for our national team.
Hello, I'm Sam Ahmed. My question to Maria is that last time Pakistan played in the Asian Cup qualifiers, and Pakistan secured victories against Indonesia 2-1 and 2-1 against Kyrgyzstan. And those were better ranked teams than Pakistan. So how much confidence does that provide you going to the FIFA series? And my question for Adil is that in the long run, what is, like, in the next 5 years, I would say, that what would be the logical next steps for the Pakistan women's team that you would find as a satisfactory achievement come the next 5 years? Thank you.
Thank you. So for us as a group, again, our group is resilient. We have some very strong women, physically, mentally in this team. Anytime we step out on the field, we don't see rankings. We see an opponent in front of us, we respect them, but again, we look to try to play our game, and that's what we're going to do this time around as well.
Yeah, so as far as the 5-year plan, that would be what we want to achieve. I think the first step is always going to be to try to be successful in South Asia, right? So we're looking at the staff championship, which is happening. We're not sure if we are going to be taking part in that, but whatever that might be, the short-term goal is to get to staff, try to play that and try to win that. After that, we try to get into the Asian qualifiers. We want to be able to achieve a qualification spot. We were, we came second this time, and inshallah next time we can try harder and we try to get across the line and be part of the elite group of teams in Asia. And after that, we can talk about the long term, which would be Olympic qualifiers and the World Cup qualifiers as well. So inshallah that should be the roadmap. And with such a strong team in place and with the women's head and a lot of good strong women around us, I think it's not something that's not achievable. I think we can do it pretty easily.
Thank you.
My question is for the captain. We are playing this match after a gap of 10 to 11 months. So who are the team's preparations and who are team local players just with the diaspora players?
So again, we don't see diaspora versus local. That's something that is very important to us. We are one team. from the technical staff to the people behind the scenes, to the media people, to, the women's department. Again, we're all one team. So for us as a team, us playing after 11 months is nothing new to us. It's something we're familiar with. So again, I think our preparations have been strong. We've been fortunate enough to have a longer camp than we've had in the past 11 months to 1 year. So again, we've taken full advantage of that, and we're going to get out on the field and we're going to represent our country as one team.
Assalamu alaikum, my name is Ayan, I'm from Crossbar. My question to Adil is, there's been a lot of changes in the squad. There's no Amina Hanif, there's no Gina Faruqi, there's no Kaya Bukhari. Zeba Ishaq was injured. Malaika Nanaboy, her documents were incomplete. So what were the thought process behind the players that were dropped? And my question for Maria is, Ivory Coast has featured in the World Cup. They're the highest ranked team in the group. As a player and as a captain, how do you see that match, since it's obviously a tough game?
Yeah, I think when we talk about players, as a head coach, I think it's one of the most interesting things that we need to do. It's a challenging moment when we have to decide which player is coming on board. So we have to look at a lot of different things. We are looking at what kind of opponents we're going to be playing, their current form, any injuries that we have. Some of the girls that we have on the team are in school, so they're busy schedules as well. So not everybody's readily available, but however, we have to make sure. For me, the biggest thing is the characteristics of the players and the character of the player. So we base our decisions based on all of this to make the best possible Pakistan national team. So the door is never closed for anyone. I think we keep following them very closely. Again, a lot of people compare diaspora and local players. There is no such thing. We need to keep a balance, and we need to make sure that we are growing the entire ecosystem, not only just one aspect of it. So we have to keep the balance correct, and we've tried to find, what system we want to play and which players suit that game model the best, and that's how we look at it. So there's no, we don't look at it, this as a person. It's supposed to be okay. Which Pakistani player is best suited for positions, and that's how we go about it.
So for us, again, playing higher ranked opponents is nothing new to us. We've played the Philippines before, which is also a World Cup team, and that was early days, right? That was back, I think, 2023 or something like that. And since then, mashallah, the team has grown, not just in experience, but in character and playing abilities. So again, it's something that we look forward to. And again, there's a lot of leaders in the team, which is great to see, right? Because we need each of those players that are going to be with us on the field, off the field, coming off the bench, to be able to compete in games like this. So again, it's not just one person or one player that drives these kind of games. It's the whole unit, again, from the team off the field, technical staff, to the players coming in and making a change on the field. So yeah, we're excited for it, because anytime you get to play in these kind of situations, it's an opportunity to do something great. Pressure's on Ivory Coast, it's not on us.
Assalamu alaikum, I'm from Inside Football Pakistan. So हमारी मेरा आपसे एक क्वेश्चन है कि जिस तरह आप AFC कॉम्पिटिशन्स खेलती हैं अपने क्लब के लिए होचमिन सिटी, और आपने रिसेंटली फीफा टैलेंट आईडी प्रोग्राम भी ज्वाइन किया है, तो आप इन दोनों किस तरह बैलेंस करती हैं या मैनेज करती हैं, और आपका फोकस फ्यूचर में किस तरफ रहेगा? एंड दिल इसकी आपसे मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है कि आप रिसेंटली मेंस टीम का भी पार्ट थे एज असिस्टेंट कोच, और अब आप वुमेंस टीम के भी साथ हैं, और इसके दरमियान हमें काफ़ी रूमर्स सुनने को मिले कि आप टेक्निकल डायरेक्टर वाले रोल की तरफ जा रहे हैं, तो आपके फ्यूचर क्या प्लान्स है? लाइक आप टेक्निकल डायरेक्टर वाली साइड पे जाएंगे या फिर वुमेन्स टीम के साथ कंटिन्यू करेंगे?
Yeah, thank you. So again, balance is nothing new in women's football. We've always, up until this point, have had to work and play football. So again, I'm in a very fortunate position to be in a new role that understands that I'm also a professional football player. So again, very grateful to be working with FIFA, but it's also again a step forward for us Pakistani women to be entering these different spaces. Now we have a women's department and we don't have just players on the field, right? We're looking to build, as our head of women's football said, we're learning to build that entire ecosystem, and that's not just with players, right? That's administrators, that's women coaches, women referees, etc. So yeah, I'm really grateful, but again, focus right now is on the football, and my job is giving me that privilege to be able to focus on the task at hand.
As far as the future plans are concerned, I think I've always said this before, and I'll repeat myself. I'm available for Pakistan in whatever shape or form they need me. So whatever they might decide, it's up to them. I'm available. There's conversations happening at different levels, but right now there's nothing certain. Our primary focus right now is the FIFA series. Our objective is to try to get good results and a good performance in, and whatever happens after that, we'll look into it. And there's no clarity on that at the moment. So we'll see what happens after this. Thank you.
Any more questions?
मारिया, आपने मेंशन किया कि इस वक्त आप लोगों का जो पूरा फोकस है वो इस टूर्नामेंट के ऊपर है, बट एज ए कैप्टन, एज ए टीम लीडर, आपका टारगेट क्या है वहाँ पर जाना? क्या आप लोगों ने कौन सी ऐसी चीज़ है जो कि आप अचीव करना चाहते हैं? क्योंकि इट्स ए मैसिव अपॉर्चुनिटी। फर्स्ट टाइम हम लोग एक ऐसे टीमों के साथ खेलने जा रहे हैं जिनके साथ हम कभी खेले नहीं थे, इवन प्लेयर्स होते थे। साथ में ऐड कर दिए कि आपके साथ लोकल प्लेयर्स भी हैं, उनके लिए कितनी मैसिव अपॉर्चुनिटी? आप तो चले नेशनल इंटरनेशनल लेवल के ऊपर क्लब्स में खेलती रहती है, लेकिन वो लड़कियाँ जो यहाँ पे परफॉर्म नहीं करती, उनके लिए आपका मैसेज क्या होगा एज अ लीडर, और उनके लिए जो आपके साथ जा रही है उनसे सीखने को क्या कुछ मिलेगा?
Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, these games and these competitions are an opportunity individually for every single player, as much as it is an opportunity for us as a team to represent Pakistan. So again, we have, a couple new debutantes, getting their first call up to the women's team, and our group, again, have done such a great job because we don't have just one leader in the team, right? We have great character in the team where players are taking on different leadership roles. So again, I'm very fortunate because I don't have to, carry that all alone. And I think that's also really important to know that there's multiple players contributing to what we're trying to do in the environment that we're trying to create to make players and give them the opportunity to play their best football, right? That's what coach tries to do when he's trying to build the environment for the team is what do we need to provide to each individual player to play their best football so that we can collectively come together and make sure we do that.
This is for the captain. Pakistan had big wins versus Kyrgyzstan and as well Indonesia. How would you describe the identity of this team right now, and what would you say has been your favorite memory so far playing for Pakistan?
Thank you. So yeah, those wins were really important for us as a group, as a country, and as a women's national team. And I wish you guys could feel that feeling, because really there's no better feeling than being able to step out on the pitch and represent your country in the best way possible. So, I think something that we really love to do as a team is we just can't wait till we can come together again. We never know when it is, but inshallah going forward there will be, some consistency and stuff. But again, those moments that we get, we really do cherish as a group, because historically those moments have been rare. As far as, best memory goes, I think it was probably back in 2022 and lining up to be able to represent the country for the first time and hearing the national anthem, singing the national anthem. Yeah, it just hits different.
Thank you.
Question from the director of women's football about women's league. Can we get a timeline that by when we could expect the league to start? Because domestic football is very important in the long run for the players.
Okay. Whatever activities the women's department will be planning, it will be done through a very structured, organized, and cohesive strategy. We need to undertake in the next quarter एक्टिविटीज़ को ऐड करेंगे।
मेरे ख्याल से और कोई सवाल नहीं है।